Hello, welcome to Quiz Time. I'm Jess and I'd like to welcome you wherever in the world you're watching us from. Now, today our quiz is on the 1950s and I've got 50 questions coming up for you. Are you ready? Let's go. What generation emerged in the 1950s? Generation Y, Lost Generation or Baby Boomer? That was Baby Boomer. Which musician released Maybelline in 1955 and Johnny B. Good in 1958? Chuck Berry, Buddy Holly or Jerry Lee Lewis? It was Chuck Berry. Which of these African nations did not achieve independence in the 1950s? Liberia, Ghana or Sudan? That's Liberia. Who hosted the Summer Olympics of 1956? Helsinki, Finland, Melbourne, Australia or Athens, Greece? It was Melbourne, Australia. Which civil rights activist sparked the Montgomery bus boycott in 1955? It was Rosa Parks. Who used a black-haired alter ego called Zelda Zonk to avoid public attention? You know this one? Marilyn Monroe. True or false? In 1951, the first human cells were successfully grown in a lab using the cancer cells of Henrietta Lacks. And that's true. In the arms race, what kind of weapons were the Upshot Knothole and RDS-37? Fighter jets, nuclear weapons or ballistic missiles? Nuclear weapons. What is the title of the famous children's book by Dr. Seuss, published in 1957? Beezus and Romana, Charlotte's Web or The Cat in the Hat? It's The Cat in the Hat. What was the first name of American paediatrician Dr. Spock? Benjamin, Jonathan or Anthony? It's Benjamin. What country was occupied by China in October 1951? Mongolia, Tibet or Nepal? That's Tibet. How many Everly brothers were there? 4, 3 or 2? There were 2. Where did Colonel Carlos Amos, assisted by the CIA, seize power in 1954's coup d'etat? Guatemala, Pakistan or Cuba? It was Guatemala. Which sport inaugurated its first season in 1950? WWE wrestling, Formula One or Grand Slam tennis? That was Formula One. Which senator led American government initiatives against communism? Richard Nixon, Joseph McCarthy or Willis Smith? It's Joseph McCarthy. What year did Elizabeth II ascend to the English throne after the death of her father, George VI? 1952, 1954 or 1956? 1952. Which American government agency was launched in 1959? FDA, Amtrak or NASA? That's NASA. True or false? Superglue was first invented in 1951. It's true. Who wrote The Catcher in the Rye, published in 1951? That was J.D. Salinger. What frozen food was introduced by the Swanson brand in 1954? TV dinners, pizza or turkey? That's TV dinners. Which kind of skirt was popular in the 1950s? Mini skirt, poodle skirt or gypsy skirt? That's a poodle skirt. Who got famous in the late 1950s with the country hits like I Walk the Line and Guess Things Happen That Way? Johnny Cash, Willie Nelson or Chris Christopherson? It was Johnny Cash. Which African leader secured the independence of Ghana in 1957? Thomas Sankara, Jomo Kenyatta or Kwame Nkrumah? Kwame Nkrumah. Which football legend debuted at the 1958 World Cup hosted by Sweden? George Best, Pelé or Diego Maradona? It's Pelé. Who became the Premier of the Soviet Union after the death of Joseph Stalin in 1953? Yuri Andropov, Leonid Brezhnev or Nikita Khrushchev? It was Nikita Khrushchev. Which European actress starred opposite Cary Grant in the 1958 film Houseboat? Brigitte Bardot, Ingrid Bergman or Sophia Loren? It was Sophia Loren. What's the name of the world's first artificial satellite launched into orbit on the 4th of October 1957? Kepler, Sputnik or Cosmos? It's Sputnik. What new technology did Bell Telephone Labs introduce in 1954? Solar battery, cordless phone or remote control? It was solar battery. Which author wrote the 1952 book The Old Man and the Sea? Ernest Hemingway, Ralph Ellison or Tennessee Williams? Ernest Hemingway. Which TV show starring Lucille Ball was hugely popular in the 1950s? That's I Love Lucy. Who was President of the US for most of the 1950s? Harry S. Truman, Dwight D. Eisenhower or John F. Kennedy? It was Dwight D. Eisenhower. What was the name of Elvis Presley's manager? Will Driver, Dick Waver or Tom Parker? It was Tom Parker. Which Asian war lasted from 1950 to 1953? The Korean War, the Vietnam War or the Mongolian War? It was the Korean War. In 1958, which boxer was the first in the world to win a divisional world championship 5 times? Rocky Marciano, Sugar Ray Robinson, or Joe Louis? That's Sugar Ray Robinson. Who sparked the Suez Crisis in 1956 by nationalising the Suez Canal? Gamal Abdel Nasser, Anwar el-Sadat, or Abdel Hakim Amer? Gamal Abdel Nasser. What were the names of the 3 American rock and roll musicians killed in an aeroplane accident on the 3rd of February 1959? Sonny Fisher, Bobby Darin and Roy Orbison, Benny Goodman, Charlie Parker, Slim Harpo, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens and J.P. Richardson. It was Buddy Holly, Richie Valens and J.P. Richardson. Who developed the polio vaccine in 1955? Alexander Fleming, Jonas Salk or Louis Pasteur? It was Jonas Salk. What transcontinental service was inaugurated by President Harry S. Truman on September 4, 1951? Telephone, television or telegram? It was television. What was the title of the first James Bond novel by Ian Fleming, published in 1953? Diamonds Are Forever, Dr. No or Casino Royale? It's Casino Royale. Which designer caused a stir in the 1950s fashion scene with the New Look collection? Coco Chanel, Christian Dior or Hugo Boss? It's Christian Dior. What killed about 4,000 people and made around 100,000 ill in London in 1952? Smog, snow or flooding? It was smog. Which group recorded the rebellious song Rock Around the Clock in 1954? Norman Fox and the Rob Boys, Randy and the Rainbows or Bill Haley and his Comets? That was Bill Haley and his Comets. True or false? Vietnam left French Indochina in 1954. That's true. Which baseball player was also known as the Yankee Clipper? Ty Cobb, Willie Mays or Joe DiMaggio? Joe DiMaggio. What 12-day uprising was crushed by the Soviet army in 1956? Palestinian Intifada, Hungarian Revolution or Croatian Spring? It was the Hungarian Revolution. Who was the first black actor to receive a Best Actor Academy Award nomination for his role in the 1958 film The Defiant Ones? Sidney Poitier, Lawrence Fishburne or Ossie Davis? It was Sidney Poitier. What, in 1953, did scientists Francis Crick and James Watson discover the structure of? RNA, CAMP or DNA? That's DNA. Which contraceptive was invented in 1954? Condoms, the oral pill or the IUD? That was the oral contraceptive pill. Which African writer published Things Fall Apart in 1958? Wole Soyinka, Chinua Achebe or Ben Okri? Chinua Achebe. What art movement did influential 1950s artists Jackson Pollock and William de Kooning exemplify? New Objectivity, Abstract Expressionism or American Realism? That's Abstract Expressionism. So, how did you do? Drop your score in the comments below, and of course like and subscribe, and you'll be notified every time we post a new quiz. And join us next time on Quiz Time.